to simplify boxing. Let's be real. This is not the most simple form of combat that you can learn. So, what we wanted to do is go one on one with you guys out here at YouTube and make sure that you understand that there is an easier way to do this thing. Now, it's going to go against your natural algorithm, of course, because you want things now. You want to be straight into it. But you have to realize one thing when it comes down to learning boxing, only the strong survive, and those who are patient last longer. This isn't checkers, this is chess. So, what we're going to show you is 4 easy steps to learning boxing in the right manner. And I'm talking about serious boxing, the best of footwork, the best of hand skills. So if that's you, you're the person that wants to improve your total boxing. You know your footwork is not on point. You do not have true clarity of the concept of boxing. That's what I'm about to show you. So, the first step of 4 that you must be willing to do is follow this. So, with that being said, welcome to the channel. And for those who are dedicated and supported us, have been supporting us for a while, we thank you. And for those of you who are new, my name is Coach Eric A. Bradley. 3 generations of boxing gangsterdom, as you could call it. But we've been so blessed over here to be able to share our information with you. The best thing about that is we're pulling from a lineage of over 130 years nearly. And that kind of information will do you well. So let us know in the comment box what's your skill level. Have you boxed before? If you've been into a gym, that would be great information. We want to more than know our people who are watching this on the page. So, with no further ado, it's time to learn some boxing. Now, the first thing that I'll get into is having you conscious that there is one thing that you must be ready to do, because this is nothing simple. The first thing you have to be willing to do is receive the information. Why am I saying this? Because most people, they just want to take a 15 to 30-second clip and then start practicing it. What you don't know about that is that 15 seconds or 30 seconds or 60 seconds that you're looking at does not consume the 5 or 6 weeks or days that that person was doing the other prequels to that skill. So therefore, they won't have holes in it. Not only are you learning the how, when, and why you do or do not do that skill, but you're also learning the drills to develop the muscles. The rhythm that you box, man, is like the rhythm in which you breathe. If you just copy the skill, then you can't master the set and you can't develop your style. So if any of you have tried to copy a footwork or a combination, what you fail to realize is that in boxing, these things all come like an entree. So if you just take the chicken off the plate, you don't have vegetables and you'll soon start getting sick in the ring because you can't stop the other things from happening to you. Does that make sense? Have you tried to do some things and you thought you were doing it right, and then you videoed yourself and it just didn't look like you thought it did? Or if you took a skill off of one of the videos online and you took it into the real boxing gym and you basically got exposed because you didn't know what to do after that fact. Well, this is that. So you have to be willing, because you won't get boxing in an hour. Trust me. The next thing, step 2, that you'll have to have intact is you have to have a room to practice alone, because that instinct that you'll have to just go out here and start doing your boxing and you can't concentrate because you feel people watching you. It's so important that you realize you must have total privacy so that you can really ingest what you're seeing. And when you're developing these skills, let it be known this is something that you're using to protect yourself. You can't take shortcuts. And it's important that you really pay attention to that part of it. Be alone. Don't try to learn boxing on Facebook in Facebook groups. That'll get you in serious trouble because you're not talking to real professionals. You're talking to people who've never been into a boxing ring, let alone a gym. The next thing, step number 3, find an instructor that you can understand clearly. Not some guy telling you to throw punches hard and telling you to you got to do this right. We're talking about an instructor. They instruct, they guide. The professors of the sports know exactly how to break things down to you periodically. So think about this. You remember that teacher that you had in school that you just did better in their class because they really knew how to connect with you. Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about with this. You got to find the people and the person that you can actually connect with. And when you can do that, that's when you're going to be well on your way because you want to be able to do what we call in the business of boxing pitch and catch. What does that mean? That means when you receive their information, that you can relay it back to them because you understand clearly what they're talking about. And for the most part, sometimes that's not always the case. You try to get into the circle of people who maybe have a brand name, they already known, but that person doesn't click with you. It's okay. Just find your way into a good space. Don't worry, because when it's all said and done, when you do find that instructor, the best thing about it is you can go online and find people that will be right in your face, giving you the information that you need, that you're looking for. And it's super important that you really take the time to choose an area because you really want to grow, right? I mean, really, you really want to do this thing. You're not playing. Some of you truly want to aspire to be in the ring and compete, right? Or you're a mixed martial artist and you're thinking, I can't really find anywhere. I can't find my place in boxing. I can't find a place to really get everything that I need because I'm finding myself in sticky situations. Is that you? This is my point. You can learn boxing enough that you can take it into a gym because you can't learn boxing without an instructor, a professor, a teacher, someone who understands boxing. Everything you learn by watching, you'll go into a gym and a real coach will correct you and tell you everything you're doing is wrong because you learn from your untrained eye. That makes sense? I mean, give me a like and let me know that you truly understand what I'm saying. Okay, now to the last and final point. The last thing that you have to have covered is be willing to follow the training guide, or you will never cover the details. Hence is why we make sure that we cover these things with a training guide. Every day you wake up, you have a new narrative. You wake up and you're impulsive and you're ready to get going. But the reality is this, my friend, you cannot do this boxing thing just trying to go to the gym and or at home without curriculum. And so therefore it's important that the same program, the programmers that you're looking to follow, that you take, purchase their programming. If it's not Master Boxing or the School of Boxing's top trainer universities, get that training guide. You will only make holes. Over the years and decades, I work with world champions, I work with Olympic fighters. Our program has birthed new Olympic coaches in the last Olympic tenure last year. I can tell you this, after 3 generations of this sport, Everyone misses their mark when it comes down to the details of training. So don't be that person. Make sure you have a guide to follow because you will miss things and leave things out. And in this video, at the end, you'll find that you can click right into another video and see a lot of the things that we cover. But the thing about it is you can see what we're doing, but the in-depth behind the scenes biomechanics that we're doing, you're not getting that. So therefore you won't really understand the how, when, why, and the concept of boxing. I hope this is making sense. Does that make sense to you? If so, nod your head and leave a comment that this makes sense. So with that being said, did I have a remedy? I can have a remedy. You must remember this. Here are the tips that we'll give you. Start with a starter's guide to get conditioned to following a process. And when you're doing that, what that says about you is that you are serious about learning, which a lot of us just want to learn, but they want to know it, but they don't want to learn it. You following me here? They want to know it, but they don't want to follow the process. And so you have to condition yourself. So here's one of the guides that we start people with when they are beginning, and it really gives them a little jump start, so to say. The best thing about it is when you see this, you can find that there are new people that really take liberty in learning how to go about doing this thing well. And so, with that being said, you want people to know that there's a way that you learn how to do your fitness when you're doing your boxing, learning how to work your heavy bag training, as you see right here. And there's footwork. And when you get it, the thing about it is this: your reality starts to change instantly because now you see the in-depthness nature of what really goes behind a boxing program. And that trumps everything that you thought prior to this. So I hope this kind of information will land on your ears and give you more insight to things that are most important. There are a lot of you guys out here who are working with your kids or neighborhood kids, or you're training in the boxing gym or fitness gym that offers boxing, and you truly really want to get this thing right. You do not want to drop the ball on this, because one thing is for sure: what's at risk is not something you want to face the consequences to. You want to be able to protect your fighters and athletes at all time, whether you're cross training other athletes from different sports, soccer, rugby, tennis, it doesn't matter. The real litmus test is how you are able to relay it. And that's why it's good to find an online person that you can connect with that can really give you the proper instruction so that you can relay it in that manner, because obviously there's experience there that you need to embody. And so with that being said, the next tip: growth. Be sure to get into a community to get constructive critiquing from a professional. Hence is where we are with that. Our biggest thing is making sure that your community has people that will support you and looking to give you good information, not someone who's trying to ridicule you or take away your confidence. That's what we do not confirm, and we do not give affirmation to people in our communities that we've built online. You can pull up Master Boxing or the School of Boxing in social media, mostly namely on Facebook, Instagram, the website, and the links down in the comment boxes. But our thing is this: making sure that you are understanding how easy it will be. 4 steps to becoming a good boxer, and that you can pass it down. And last but not least, my name is Coach Eric A. Bradley, and I thank you guys for watching. This is the home of Master Boxing, where you can get your master's degree just by following the process in boxing. For those of you who want to test out that starters program, it's down in the comment boxes. We look forward to seeing you, and our community will embrace you. The thing about it is this: you can't want to rush through this. It will be enjoyable every single minute. That's all I got for now. Hope this information was good for you. If so, let us know in the comment boxes. What is it that you are aspiring to do in the sport of boxing? And I'll see you soon in the winner's circle. So long.